Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is B Barbara and I film about faith, lifestyle, tips, tricks on how to be creative using your mind. And today, I'm here to talk about the nature of the one person that matters the most. So if it's something that you're interested in, you definitely want to sit back, relax, as we dive right into the video. The nature of God is that God cannot create in the dark. Before he began creating the earth, he first required that let there be light. And the Bible says there was light. Now, this light he was talking about was not the light from the sun, S-U-N. It was the light from his son, S-O-N. So Jesus was a necessary requirement for God to create the world. The Bible says, for with him all things were made, and without him nothing was made that was made. So Jesus was the requirement for God to create the world. Now, many of us out there, we're trying to create careers, we're trying to create businesses, we're trying to raise families in the dark, forgetting to know that the Father made everything in this life to depend on the light for survival. Number one, he made vegetation. All plants depends on the light for photosynthesis. So if you put off the light, the plants will die. After he created vegetation, he went ahead to create cows, the herbivorous animals. Herbivorous animals are animals that feed on vegetation. And vegetation depends on the light. So if you put off the light, the vegetation will die, the herbivorous animals will die. After he created the herbivorous animals, he went ahead to create the carnivorous animals. And carnivorous animals are animals that feed on other animals. For example, you have the lion, the bear, the tiger, and so on. Carnivorous animals that depend on herbivorous animals. Herbivorous animals that depend on vegetation. Vegetation that depends on the light. So if you put off the light, the vegetation will die, the herbivorous animals will die, and the carnivorous animals will die. So without the light, there is no life in the world. And what did Jesus say? Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. He said, I am the light of the world. Also, I want you to know that light is the Hebrew word for knowledge. And the Bible says that my people perish because they lack knowledge. So why do people fail? Because they lack knowledge. What is knowledge? Knowledge is light. What is light? Jesus said, I am the light of the world. It therefore means that people fail because they don't have Jesus. The Bible calls me the light of the world, which means I am a smaller version of Jesus. And geography tells us that the smaller light taps its light from the greater light. So I, being the smaller light, I tap my light from Jesus, who is the greater light, and I light up my life. So without Jesus, it simply means that you're in the dark, and Satan is the prince of darkness. Now, the nature and the image of God is that God is a creator. And what did the Bible say? The Bible says that God said, let us make man in our image and our likeness. That is to say that let us make other creators. So God is a creator. I am as well. The only difference between me and God is that God can create out of nothing. I can only create out of something. So what did he do? He went ahead to create trees. He created trees and he had allowed me to create furniture. He created steel and he allowed me to create cars. He created mangoes and allowed us to create mango juice. He created fruits and allowed us to make fruit salad. So the clothes you're wearing was created by someone. The house you're living in was created by someone. The cars you're driving was created by someone. The chairs you're sitting on was created by someone. Now, when we were younger, I can remember back there in school, they would send us to go to swampy areas. We'll collect clay from there, come back and mold things. That's art and craft. So when we get there are people that will create bigger pots. Some people will create pots, some people will create chairs, other people will create mortars and pistons. So the more bigger your craft, the more marks. The more bigger and the more nicer your craft, the more marks. Now, why some people were busily carrying raw materials, others just went there, pick a bit of that mud to bring it to school, and they made small things and they were giving some more marks. It's the same thing about you who is in school today. You have been given an opportunity to be in that school, so that when you come out, you create a future for yourself. Now, while other people were busily gathering raw materials, you're busily playing. And those people that are playing, let me tell you something. When you walk out of that school gate and you step into your future, life will show you Pepe. Do you understand? Pepe. It's life you face. And funny enough, Some of us have been given an assignment to create doctors out of our lives. Some of us have been given an assignment to create teachers out of our lives, to create lawyers out of our lives, to be kingdom financiers, to help the less privileged tomorrow. But we are busily doing weird and funny things. And you were created in the image and the likeness of God. And if God Himself could not create anything in the dark, who are you to think you can create anything in this life in the dark? So I beg you today, before you create anything in your life, let there be light. Let there be Jesus. If there's Jesus, you will create. If there's no Jesus, you will speculate. And I bet you, speco will always bounce. Like, now the reason why I know that I cannot marry wrongly is because good husbands grow in the direction of light. The reason why I know that I cannot fail in this life is because success grows in the direction of light. The reason why I know I cannot be sick is because health grows in the direction of light. The reason why I know that I cannot never die untimely is because abundant life grows in the direction of light. So I'm making the light, who is Jesus, the center of my life. So with that said, I've come to an end of this video, and I'm hoping to see you in my other videos. Bye guys.